Hi, this is Adam with Wholesale Septic Supply. We're going to go over the XP and the HP80, the differences in them. So the HP80 is the tried and true model. It's been here in the United States a long time. It's on the majority of septic systems. Majority of companies use them to test with at NSF as well. So then the XP is relatively new, so people don't know much about it. So I'm trying to get that out of the way. So one of the differences is the Amtrol. So the HP uses 1.6, the XP uses 0.9, okay? The HP will push out more air, okay? When your curve starts to drop off, it will push out more air. These actually push out about 98 liters per minute. So at the PSI that you want them at, though, they put out 80 liters of air. Now this model, the XP, does the same thing. So within the pump curve, it matches up with the HP at that PSI that you want it. So, and that has to do with tank depth and diffusers and stuff like that. So we take a sheet here, so we're gonna go over this real quick. So your HP unit, so you see you're actually at over 100, okay? But at 2.13, okay, so here's your air volume. At 2.13, which is right here, you're at 80 liters of air per minute, okay? So that's what they're after, okay? And that's what you're after if you're septic. Same thing with the XP, okay? So at 2.13, you are at 80 liters of air per minute. So same CFM, same everything, all right? So that's what's important is when you're looking at your pump curve. Because people will say, well, you know, you can go up to 4 PSI. Well, at 4 PSI, you're not doing anything. Okay, you're not in the optimum range. You also blow your diaphragm sooner at at that range. One of the things on any diaphragm pump, including Hiblow, is that people want to use them in applications where they're not supposed to be being used. If you are running this pump in its optimum operating range, they will last a very long time, 5-6 years. I mean, they last a long time. If you're not, the lifespan is shortened. It's just like anything else. You know, you take a car and you redline it for 3,000 miles, you're probably going to have problems with it. It wasn't designed to do that. So, other differences in these, this one will run a little warmer. We ran tests on these with full back pressure, half back pressure at the optimal temperature. This only runs like 2 degrees hotter than a Fujimac, which is running at like 85 degrees or something like that. So at its optimal, it's running very cool, which will help it last longer and do those things. You're not going to see much difference in your electrical bill because our electricity is so cheap. This pump here is not new, okay? This pump has been out for 10 years. It's all over Europe, all over Asia. You cannot get the HP overseas anymore. They don't even sell them. You can only get the XP. It's not an economy model. This is their flagship model. They've been building this for quite a while and been selling it overseas for a long time with a lot of luck. So the insides are a little different. So everything's very compact in the XP. Everything's in one housing. You have to take this off here in order to access your safety switch here. Same safety switch that's now on the HP. So that'll turn off if something is wrong. Your diaphragms are set up a little bit different on the XP. The chamber block is shoved into the housing here and it blows directly in there, so they don't have to have rubber curves, things like that. It kind of helps with I don't know if there's any performance difference. It's slight. Probably you can detect it, but it's very slight. When you have bends and stuff and tubes, you start losing head pressure and things of that nature because the air is having to move further. But this is the XP. The diaphragms are the same material that's used on the HP. They're pretty universal, 60 and 80. I think you can use them on the 40 as well. So that's one of the advantages. They're smaller, they're more compact, which helps us. I think there's like 110 on a pallet compared to 52 of these. So you can ship a lot more of them over, and that's cost savings for everyone, especially when shipping out. And so the HP, as you can see, is very different. And you got your elbows here, and you got this here. And one of the reasons you just don't see is the manufacturers just don't want to move away from something that is proven, okay? They've been using these for so long, and they're reliable. They know they're going to perform. They know when you rebuild them, they're going to perform the same, that they just don't want to move away from it. It's just not worth it for them to try something new. So you'll keep seeing the HP for years and years to come. Some people will, you know, over time probably change, and these might get phased out, but it'll be a long time before that happens. The HP model, like I said, it puts out a little more pressure. You don't need spacers on it to rebuild it. They rebuild very easily. They're a long-lasting pump. They're fantastic. So those are your main differences between the XP and the HP. If you guys have any questions or comments on either pump, you can ask them. But like I said, this will perform the same as this at the desired liters of air per minute and will do the same job. This just will not put out the same amount of pressure and same amount of air. The pump curve drops off much faster on this than it does on this. So that's pretty much your only differences and electricity draw. So once again, if you have any questions, ask them and we'll get with you. All right? Hope you have a great day.